control some spending. Reform Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and there are a lot of things we can do there as well. By shrinking their portfolios and ending the conservatorship, establishing some capital standards, we could save money. So those are just a few suggestions that I have for you on this, and I hope there's. Well, thanks, Michael, for that. And finally, try to get the last question right here. Let's go to Jerry down in Coopersburg.
Hi, Charlie. Jerry LaMontagne. I've been a supporter of yours for a long time, and I appreciate a lot of things you've done. But there's one thing I want to ask you, and I don't want a wishy-washy answer on it. All right? I'm not that type of guy. I'd like to know, it ties into the last question. Are you prepared to eliminate earmarks as they exist in Congress? And are you prepared to try to get this budget explosion under control by taking that as at least one step towards doing it? And I don't want to hear a gratuitous answer, and I'm not being smart to you, telling me about the advantages of earmarks. All I want to know is, are you willing to encourage your other congressional people, as well as yourself, to get rid of them and take that one step that'll get us going in that direction to get this thing under control?
Sure. Well, first, Jerry, thanks for the comment, and I appreciate the way you articulated it. I support the moratorium on earmarks. There's a moratorium this year that was imposed, frankly, by the House Republican Conference that I supported it, and I'm participating in it, so there are no earmarks this year, at least on the Republican side.
Charlie, I'm talking about eliminating them, because the moratorium comes back when it's over.
Yeah, it could, but I suspect it may not. And look, I would be very happy if there were no earmarks. I would be, believe me. It's a lot of work, and I'm not complaining about the work, but it's just the point is that I am prepared to forego them. Absolutely, absolutely. And as I said, I forgot. I'm not taking this year. Most of the earmarks that I've requested for our district have dealt with, I'll say, infrastructure. Like in Coopersburg, where you are, some of the money has gone to specifically for the 309 renovation. And that money, if it didn't go in the form of an earmark, it would go back to PennDOT, and they would spread it out through their formulas. That's perhaps more information than you need. But that's where a lot of it's gone. That said, I support the moratorium. If there's a new Congress, I at the very least believe that earmarks will either be eliminated or very, very substantially reformed and limited and changed very substantially if they occur. Now, from a public policy standpoint, you put a lot of the authority in the executive branch, and the executive branch will control all spending. And my guess is the bureaucrats will fund projects probably more in the major urban areas than they would perhaps in other areas. That would be my own sense. So it's not a I don't know, Jerry, is that helpful to you?
Yeah, that is helpful, and I'm glad to hear you say what you said.
But again, I want to play by whatever the rules are. And I want to play by the rules, and whatever the rules are, I want to operate within that system. That said, I am prepared to forego them and eliminate.
Well, that's the key, because sometimes the rules got to be changed, and if nobody's willing to take steps to change the rules, then they just keep going on and on. I mean, you can probably, being a member of Congress, you can probably tell me a lot of laws out there that have existed for a long time that should be eliminated, but they still go on and on and on.
Understood. And again, fair comment, Jerry. And I appreciate that call. And that's going to probably have to end it for tonight, or my phone bill goes through the roof. I want to thank again all of you for joining me for this telephone town hall meeting. Again, this is Congressman Charlie Dent, and calling from the Washington office. Appreciated hearing your thoughts. Unfortunately, I was not able to get to all your calls tonight, but please stay on the line, and you'll have an opportunity to leave me a message. And if you need any assistance with a federal agency, please call one of my district offices. I have one in Bethlehem on Broad Street, 610-861-9734. And I have one in East Greenville in Montgomery County, serving Montgomery, Berks County, and a little bit of Lehigh as well. At 206 Main Street in East Greenville, 215-541-4106. My Washington, D.C. office can help arrange tours if you're going to be in the Capitol, or if you have any questions about legislation, call us here as well. You can reach this office in Washington at 225-6411. Also, please visit my webpage at www.